Hello, everyone, and welcome to Taste Test right here on youtube.com/SeanOsaurusRex. My name is Sean. This is a show that posts every single Saturday, 6 a.m. Pacific time, so wake up bright and early for the newest installment. And in this show, we try new or random or limited edition or oddball items and just kind of see how they are. We've had stuff like, I can see it behind my monitor, which is a weird place for it, but we've had some apple fritter Pop-Tarts on recently. We've had sweet Japan snacks. We've had bad Japan snacks. We've had a lot of Kit Kats, a lot of Mountain Dews, and usually they come with some form or fashion of a story. And today we have a story as well. We are going to try the actual limited edition, Marshmello Coca-Cola, which is not the flavor you might think it is. I know a bunch of people are probably sitting there thinking, who the heck is Marshmello? I don't know. Wears a big marshmallow head. I think makes electronic music. I don't know. It's out of my wheelhouse. It's not 2006 emo music. I don't know what it is. Okay. 2006 emo music or ska. Those are kind of like the two genres. Those are my wheelhouse. Very specific genres. Ska flourishing between like 1996 and 1998. 2006 emo flourishing between like 2005 and 2007. Marshmello, way out of my wheelhouse, but limited edition items way in my wheelhouse. And this is one that I had seen. I talk about it a lot and follow quote unquote dangerous accounts on Instagram. And I use that as a joke because it's not like their actual dangerous account. They're dangerous to my wallet, but that's about it. This one had been floating around for a little while, and I'd been kind of keeping an eye out for it because I thought it sounded interesting. Obviously, I like limited edition items, so like it's kind of, right there for me to do. It's like content right there. But I hadn't seen it just yet. But I went and did a little beach day, which I did not participate in very much because I do not like beaches. So what ends up happening is like, oh, we'll go to the beach. And I'm like, okay, I'll hang out for like a little bit and then I'm going to go walk around and find whatever I find. And my original goal was to go in and actually find like a couple of games to try for the regular stream content or whatever. And then that store was closed. So I ended up walking around and I got like a really good, what was it called? It was I got something that was really good. I don't remember what it was. It was a sandwich of some kind. It was like a toasted hoagie. That's what it was. It was like a toasted hoagie sandwich with like a Carolina barbecue sauce and some like pulled pork or something. It was very good. So good I can't remember it. But one of my stops as I was kind of walking up and down the like downtown, kind of like, it feels kind of touristy / hipster area of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, there's a big corner stop, and I popped in there and found like a couple of drinks because it was pretty warm. So I was like, well, I'll grab a Mountain Dew as always, and I'll try and find like maybe some water or something so I'm not quite as dehydrated. I'm just gonna drink the Dew. And then I looked at like the alcohol stuff, and there was like a new Teton thing that I hadn't tried that was actually pretty good. I didn't do a video on it because I drank it on the beach. And then as I was walking around, they were actually, the Coke people were there, the Coca-Cola people were there, and they were stocking all the stuff. And this was one of the items that they were stocking. And so I kind of put it in my mental backlog to be like, okay, we'll stop back by here. I'll have content. I know it's here, so I'll just grab it. Because so many times I run around and I'm like, I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna grab this thing, and then if I don't, it's just gone. It's just evaporated from the world. And I didn't want that to happen this time. Turns out it's available everywhere, which is a little unfortunate. But walked up and down a little bit and stopped in there right before I stopped to get the hoagie thing and then go back to the beach area. Grabbed this. It was warm, which wasn't great. And then handed it to the cashier, and they looked at me and were just like, I don't even have this in my system. And I'm like, well, I didn't know that. Why wouldn't it be why is it in the thing? Why is it in your case if it's not like in your system? And I didn't say that, obviously, because I'm a respectful person. I'm just like kind of there. Like, look, if you don't want to sell me this Coca-Cola, like, that's fine. I'm okay with that. I don't need this. I'm sure I could find it somewhere else, maybe, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Like, we're good. But fortunately, she was able to get it into the system and check out for me. I think it's like $2 a can. It's, what is it? 12 full ounces, but it's this kind of like odd tall can sort of design. So that is interesting. I thought it was going to be like 16, but that's beside the point. So I bought it, took it, was like, oh, cool, I got this thing. I'll do a taste test on it. Excellent, fantastic. Love when that works out for me. Lugged it back over the pass, back home, put it in the fridge, and here we are today to try it. Now, with a name like Marshmello on the can, Marshmello's a limited edition, you might think that the flavor is actually marshmallow, which would be a safe assumption, a reasonable, logical assumption, but you're wrong. You're dead wrong, because it is actually watermelon strawberry flavored, which oddly enough, you know what? Let me I was going to say it makes me more excited, but I think the uniqueness of marshmallow flavored Coke is just as interesting to me as a kind of more berry or melon flavor sort of drink. I feel like I slant a little bit more towards the berry melon because it's a flavor that I enjoy. I'm not the biggest fan of marshmallows, but I do like watermelon and I do like strawberry as a flavor. So let's try it out. I got these. It's one of the Coke Creations, whatever that. I think Coca-Cola Creations was the one that did the Starlight. That was maybe one of the weirdest items I've had on this show. So let's jump on in here. I'm going to crack it with the mic closed. I said closed, but that was really loud. Still really loud. All right. So we'll take a little smell here. Okay, you can really smell the strawberry. I get a lot of like candy strawberry. Trying to tip it just to see if it's like any other color than Coke. Nope, it's just regular Coke color. I spilled on the side here. Wow, that is a lot of strawberry flavor. That is a lot of the scent and the flavor. Reminds me of the little strawberry candies I would get at the bank. Not exclusively at the bank, but they look literally like strawberries. The wrapper, green top, strawberry patterned bottom. You unwrap it. It's a hard candy on the outside, but it's kind of like gummy, I think, on the inside, or jelly, maybe something kind of maybe a mix. Loved him as a kid. Don't love him as much as an adult, but I really liked him as a kid. Maybe it was just because we would get him at like the bank or whatever, but that is the flavor that I'm getting the most of, and that's really nice. Unfortunately, I don't taste a lot of watermelon here. Maybe it's just mixed in with the strawberry, and the strawberry is so dominant that the watermelon is just kind of like it's there, but the strawberry is just so much more powerful. Watermelon seems like a flavor that's kind of hard to get, because it is, in my head, again, kind of like the apple flavor thing, where it's like kind of tricky to get the right flavor with watermelon. Watermelon, a great flavor. Not a great melon, but a great flavor. Best melon, cantaloupe. Just throwing that out there. So this is, this is actually really good. Watermelon strawberry flavored. Coke and other natural flavors. Okay. We'll take a second little sip here. Yeah, I like that. I think it mixes really well. I think it mixes well with the Coke, and I think this is worth a try. I mean, if you don't like strawberry, you don't like watermelon, you don't like Coke, don't worry about this. Thank you for watching this video, but don't worry about it. But if any of those three interest you, maybe more on the strawberry side of things, if you think like a strawberry Coca-Cola would be an interesting flavor to try, I think this is well worth going out and finding. I think it's only like $2. I don't think it's very expensive. It's a 12-ounce can. They're available individually. This is the most reasonable purchase I have made for the show in a long time, of just one $2 can. I'd like to put this into context. Last week, I had two bags of Giant's cashews. Those bags retailed for about $7 a piece. I ate 2 peanuts from each of those, which averages to $3.50 per peanut for the episode. This was like $1.50 less than those So there you go. There's a steal. There's a deal. And there's an emphasis on like how nice nice it is to find. I think I actually spent less on the Pop-Tarts too. I don't know that I've spent more. Maybe the cookies. I guess the cookies would qualify because it would be like I only ate one of them. Yeah. Anyway, I'm off. I'm off track. Coca-Cola, Marshmello Coca-Cola. It's good. I like it. I don't think it's the greatest thing in the world. I think it has a good flavor. I like the scent of it. It's not going to be my go-to drink because it's not. My go-to is usually like a Mountain Dew. I don't find Coke as like refreshing a drink as I do Mountain Dew, but that's just a personal sort of thing. But I would not be opposed to drinking another one. If someone gave me this, I would say thank you instead of throwing it in the garbage. So take that for what you will. If you'd like to find this and try it yourself, it should be around stores right now. I've seen them at Walmart and at the random grocery corner thing in Coeur d'Alene. So there are 2 locations right there. But I would guess with the Starlight, which I started to see a lot of after a couple of weeks, I would assume that this would be almost knocked it over. I would assume this would be a very easy to find release. If you have tried it, if you'd like to try it, let me know down in the comments below what you thought of it or if you're excited about it. If there's anything you'd like me to try on the show, please be sure to leave a comment down below as well. Let me know where to find it, and you might see it on a future episode of this show. The best way to make sure that you see future episodes of this show is to make sure that you scroll down, subscribe, and ring that bell. That way you are notified when I post new videos. Thank you again so much for helping me hit 1,000 subscribers, which I have several times said 100,000 subscribers. Not there, but 1,000 subscribers is pretty freaking cool. So thank you so much for that. We'll be back next week, or I'll be back next week, I should say. Hopefully you'll be back next week with another episode of Taste Test. Who knows what I'll be trying because I haven't bought it yet. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, bon appetit.